The battlefield erupted into chaos today as Ukrainian First-Person View (FPV) drones relentlessly hunted down Russian motorcycle troops in a dramatic series of strikes. The high-speed chase between unmanned aerial hunters and two-wheeled targets unfolded across the open fields and narrow dirt paths of the front line, creating an intense scene of mechanical warfare. Witnesses report that the Russian motorcycle units, often used for rapid troop movements and reconnaissance, were caught off guard as the buzzing drones closed in at breakneck speed. The sound of engines revving to their limit was soon drowned out by the high-pitched whine of approaching drones, signaling that there was no escape. Ukrainian drone operators had prepared meticulously for the operation, identifying the motorcycles' routes in advance. When the Russian troops accelerated across the battlefield, the drones swooped low and fast, closing the distance within seconds. We saw them try to weave and take cover, but our drones are faster and more agile, one Ukrainian operator said with pride. The first motorcycle was torn apart by a direct hit, the explosion throwing debris and dirt high into the air. A second bike tried to turn sharply into a wooded path, but the drone followed with pinpoint precision, detonating just meters away and engulfing the area in fire and smoke. The speed of the engagement left the Russians with no chance to mount any defense. One video released by Ukrainian forces shows a drone locked onto a fleeing motorcycle, shadowing it for hundreds of meters before slamming directly into the rear wheel. The resulting blast flipped the bike violently forward, sending its rider tumbling through the air. Seconds later, the drone's operator coolly selected the next target. The Russian soldiers attempted to scatter in different directions, hoping to split the drone's attention. However, the Ukrainian operators maintained full control, guiding each FPV unit with surgical precision. Within minutes, several motorcycles lay smoldering on the ground, their twisted frames marking the spots where the rider's flight ended. The open terrain proved to be both an advantage and a death sentence for the Russian bikers. With no buildings, trenches, or heavy cover to shield them, the Ukrainian drones had a clear line of sight for hundreds of meters in every direction. The hum of their rotors grew louder and more menacing with each passing second, like a swarm of mechanical hornets zeroing in on their prey. The motorcycles zigzagged desperately across the grasslands, dust clouds trailing behind them, but the drones danced effortlessly in pursuit, closing in from multiple angles like predators encircling their quarry. Motorcycles are fast, but they can't outrun a determined FPV drone, a Ukrainian soldier remarked. As the attack unfolded, Russian radio chatter reportedly grew frantic, with panicked voices cutting through bursts of static. Operators screamed for immediate anti-drone support, some shouting coordinates, others simply yelling in fear as explosions erupted around them. The distinct crack of detonations echoed across the battlefield, followed by plumes of black smoke twisting into the summer sky. But by the time Russian command scrambled to deploy their electronic warfare units, the Ukrainian drones had already struck their targets, one by one, methodically reducing the fleeing column to wreckage. The silence that followed was broken only by the distant whine of a lone drone returning to base. These FPV drones are part of Ukraine's rapidly evolving strategy to neutralize Russian mobility on the battlefield. By targeting motorcycles, a key asset for rapid troop movement and quick reconnaissance, Ukraine is striking at the very heart of Russia's fast response capability. A single destroyed motorcycle may seem insignificant, but when multiplied across an entire unit, the effect is devastating. Delayed reinforcements, lost scouting ability, and disoriented ground forces unable to react in time to shifting combat conditions. Each destroyed bike becomes not just a piece of scrap metal, but a broken link in Russia's war machine. Military analysts have been quick to highlight the significance of this engagement. It demonstrates a shift in drone warfare tactics, moving from primarily targeting heavy armor and stationary positions to engaging small, agile, fast-moving vehicles once thought too difficult to hit. The footage of drones weaving through treetops and skimming just meters above the ground in pursuit of motorcycles is being studied closely by experts worldwide. It shows not just technical capability, but operator skill, the human element that turns a piece of hardware into a precision-guided predator. Russian forces, heavily reliant on motorcycles for rapid assaults in certain sectors of the front, may now be forced to reconsider their deployment entirely. Without their two-wheeled scouts, their ability to quickly navigate narrow trails, bypass roadblocks, or deliver urgent supplies will be severely diminished. Already, reports from other sectors suggest Russian troops are abandoning motorcycles mid-operation to avoid becoming easy drone prey, preferring slower but better armored vehicles, a choice that sacrifices speed for survival. For Ukrainian troops on the ground, the victory is more than just tactical, it's psychological. Seeing the enemy's fastest units reduced to burning wreckage boosts morale and reinforces the belief that no matter how fast or elusive the target, Ukrainian technology and skill can bring it down. The videos released of the operation have spread rapidly across social media platforms, each clip accompanied by triumphant music, bold captions, and thousands of comments praising the operator's accuracy and nerve under pressure. Yet, despite the success, Ukrainian commanders stress that each such operation is a delicate dance between timing, terrain, and split-second judgment. At speeds exceeding 100 kilometers per hour, both motorcycle and drone are locked in a deadly race where one small error can mean a missed opportunity or worse, a wasted drone. "We have to anticipate their moves before they make them," one commander explained. "It's like a chess match played at 80 kilometers an hour with explosions as the checkmate." Once again, Ukrainian FPV drones had proven that speed alone is no shield against precision and persistence, and that in this war, the hunter always has the final word.